Hello again, Pietro here. Thanks for clicking on by. So, speaking of by, saying goodbye to a shiny friend, the Apple Watch 7. I decided to return it because it's slightly buggy. It actually has locked up a few times, which disconcerts me and makes me a little not like the product. It's just not different enough to keep. I didn't jump to the iPhone 13 for the same reason. I'm actually filming on the iPhone 12 mini because Apple just didn't give me enough to upgrade. It used to be that every year, oh man, I just could not wait to get my hands on the newest Apple gadget. But as of late, maybe technology's, kind of plateauing a bit, but the Apple Watch 7 in Abyss Blue. Let's talk about it. Gonna switch views and I'll show you the Apple Watch 6 in comparison to the Apple Watch 7, and we're gonna answer two questions. One, is the Apple Watch 7 for you? And two, should you buy an Apple Watch 7? And of course, I'll throw in my likes and dislikes after 2 weeks. Here we go. Well, some fun notes that I jotted down back on 10/18. Still waiting. Didn't know what to write for the video name. Why Apple, the screen, the workouts, sleep tracking, ECG, SpO2. It has the whole Dick Tracy calls and text messages. There's the new battery life. We have the fun factors. You're part of the Apple Club. There's music, quick replies to your friends, maps while driving, time of day, date, that's always nice, tracks your steps. The animations are cool. So the new one, faster processor. The screen is tougher. It's 20% bigger. But over the last 2 weeks, not a scratch or scuff on it. This is the Barton leather band that I've been rocking. Until I decide to really keep a watch, I normally put on one of my other bands. So this is the band that it came with, also in Abyss Blue. And that's pretty much brand spanking new Apple, so you don't have to worry about that. But I've already shown it on my wrist, so I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to put this back in nice packaging. So, really, I think if you just had to have it and you are, you're doing your own YouTube channel and you just want to have the latest and greatest, you might like the Apple Watch 7, but honestly, after about a week, maybe 8 days, I just got quite unenamored with it. Not bored per se. I love having an Apple Watch, but I just couldn't justify spending the $540 on this gadget when I already have an Apple Watch 6 that I've paid off and owned. It's nice. Yes, it charges faster. We've talked about that. According to my stats, it actually charges at 2.33% per minute, whereas the Apple Watch 6 charges at 1.03% per minute. Meaning, you plug it in for 30 minutes, you get 30%. You plug this in for 30, 45 minutes, it's almost full, which is a really nice feature because the battery life of both these watches both degrades quite quickly. Most people get 18, 20 hours. I was able to stretch this one to 42 or so, 44 hours. This one about the same. Apple Watch has weared well. If you go into settings, I know I've done this so many times, but it's such a cool feature. Go under battery life and then just trickle down a little bit further. Battery health, 93%, and that's after a year. I've had the same one, worn it every day except for a few days because I've had my wife and son wear it when I was testing other watches. It does look pretty, if I can use that word freely. Should you stay in the Pacific Blue Ocean or jump into the abyss? That's the question. I decided to stay in the Pacific Blue Ocean with the Apple Watch 6. The 20% bigger wasn't enough. And funny enough, before you can actually process the return, you have to remove it from the cloud and unpair it from your watch. And then Apple lets you return it. Abyss Blue Band. So that's nice. And then I kept all this packaging all snug in a rug. It's been fun, Apple, and thank you for letting me test this device. Put that back. But all in all, it does everything they say. It was kind of weird that it did get a little bit laggy at times. Oh, there's no way I'm getting it back in there, am I? No, that's not gonna happen. I'll just try to... Oh, yep, stay in there. Oh, yep. Come on. You know, if I ever work for a company that ships boxes, I'm gonna make sure that I can repackage it. But maybe you don't want them to be able to repackage because, whoa! That shot across the screen. That was fun, wasn't it? Good thing I put it in as a wrapper. There we go. Yes. Now we can ship that back to FedEx. So that photo in the background, that's one that I snapped with my phone of the Apple Watch 7. The cons are, I mean, it only locked up a few times. It was only leggy a few times. The new watch faces are great, but again, if you already have a watch, and it's funny, I mean, it's about the money, but not really. I honestly felt a little bit guilty about spoiling myself. I already have enough watches. You really don't need more than one, and I knew the resale value of my Apple Watch 6 was and I knew the resale value of my Apple Watch 6 was not going to be that good. So I'm like, you know what? It would be more fun to see how the battery life goes, how the Apple Watch 6 wears, and I would like to make it to that 18th month and give you a really good review. Yeah, maybe the Apple Watch 8 will be worth the upgrade. Who knows? But yeah, it felt a little bit faster, except for the few times that it locked up, which I think I already showed that to you. If not, it'll play right now. This problem the other day where the mindfulness and breathing app just locks up. So I open the app just like you do with any app on the Apple Watch, and then it goes back to the last session. Okay, and then I click done and nothing happens. Click the button and swipe and close it and then reopen it, and this app keeps on doing it. They had an update. There we go. So now I can go back to breathe and do a nice breathe session. Anyway, strange. I've never had that problem, but on the Apple Watch 7, I'm getting that issue. I'll have to break out the Apple Watch 6 and see if I get the same error. Let me know your thoughts about the Apple Watch 6, the Apple Watch 7. If you have the Apple Watch 4, I know this librarian, she is still rocking the Apple Watch 1. Awesome. And all going well, she's going to let me interview her about her Apple Watch. But that's all I have. And we'll end this with a little outdoor video. And yes, let the credits roll for the Paramount Kid. And we'll see you again in 88 hours. Goodbye. I mentioned this in my first video that we'd take them outside, so here we are on the lawn. On the left is the Apple Watch 7 in Abyss Blue, and then on right is the Apple Watch 6 from last year in Pacific Blue. So a little bit different, but yet in a way they look so close. Let's take a look with a different watch band. There we go, that's better. Nice leather band. Quite a bit shinier, that's for sure. Switch them up a bit. This is again Pacific Blue and the Abyss Blue. I'm liking the Abyss a little more. And there you go with a different watch face. And of course, there's another one. Mickey Mouse. And one more watch face. This is the World watch face on the Apple Watch 7. Just a side note, the leather bands, at least this one from Barton, they get better with age. This one is almost 10 months old, and it's just done great. Can't go swimming with it, of course, but it's great for going to the office, church, bar mitzvahs, parties, going out on dates, than usual. The Apple Watch 7.